urban areas. Unlike rural areas, they have higher access to safe drinking water. Why? Give a reason. Obviously, I'm going to say that because in urban areas, who live in urban areas, who live in a compound, who live in villas, who live in such these places? People with high income. So in urban areas, most people are with high incomes. So they are wealthy. Wealthy. I can say that it is easier to put pressure on politicians and leaders. I would change this and make it real and politicians and leaders to make improvements. You know, if somebody like a celeb or someone who made a video just like complaining about something in the sewage water or whatever in his compound, then that video would go viral, right? It would go viral and it would be easier for the leaders and politicians to notice, and then they're going to make these improvements. They're going to fix the sewage. However, if just like mediocre man working as a farmer, like with all respect, but he won't be as listened as the celebrity. You know, celebrities are fashion stars, and they just care about them. Anyways, it's easier to put pressure. We can say that some rural, there are in rural areas, there are some problems in terrains. If you've went once in a place in an undeveloped country, you're going to find that the land is not equal in height. It's just bumpy, and not just any bumps. They're irregular in their height, like in a great scale. So this would be difficult to install the water systems. There are problems in terrain. So it is difficult to install water systems. I mentioned 1, 2, 3. Fourth one, and it's not going to be the last, I can add up to 8 if I want. 8, highlight 8. If you remember actually 8, you can write. Nothing like impedes you, like the lines are too much. You can write whatever you want. Okay, what else? But just if you remember. I forgot to add a sticker for this. Urban area, city. Going to add this sticker. Please load fast. No, generate another image. I don't like this. Lovely, I like it. Okay, I'm just going to put it here. Above urban. It's going to be here. And the other sticker is going to be rural, like a farm or village. I'm going to write village. here. Lovely, I like it. Okay, there are problems in terrain. I can say that tourists will visit a place. Like, where do tourists visit? Like, this place, to see the skyscrapers and whatever. And even, like, regardless the skyscrapers and other tourist attractions, like the water supply, specifically about water supply. Water supply in cities, they care about water supply so much because we're living in cities and people with high income. And as I told you about the previous ones, people with high incomes can pressurize leaders and politicians easily to make improvements, such as treating water and see which is probably impossible to do here or difficult because rural areas are places where simple and modest people live. They do not have access to any other resources. We can also mention that tourists are going to be more enticed, more attracted to visit a place where water is fresh, or clean in it. So if it's a place where water supply is clean, I mentioned 5. Do I have to mention another one? If you remember. Safe drinking, okay. Rural areas, what else? I see that this is enough because actually there are not much mentioned. And because of that, you can write 5 to 6, depending on what you remember.